And welcome everyone to another Roulette Rivals 17 Swiss Round 2 match between TK47 and GiggsRH. Joining me on the Shoutcast is Deadly Muffin Man. Welcome.
Hello, everybody. Welcome.
Hope everybody is having a nice evening, morning, or a midnight, depending on where you are in the world. And we are here to witness the match between TK47 and GiggsRH. In this round 2 matchup, we will be traveling to Colorado first in just over 30 seconds, which was TK's pick. Afterwards, Sapienza is going to be our map 2. Let's see if Giggs is live. And he seems to be, so after a short ad break, we will see his game as well. But yeah, looking at the stats,
Both
TK is very far ahead, wouldn't you say?
absolutely. GiggsRH only played it once, but also a returning rival after a long break. So who knows what they're capable of? As I believe we have the spin here now, with it being Sean Rose Shotgun Hacker, Penelope Cleaver Malicious Spec Ops, Ezra Screwdriver Militia Cook, and Maya Fiberwire Explosive Specialist.
All right, no suit in there. That's at least something. And no NTKOs apart from Maya, I guess, since Firewire is a live only kill. But other than that,
Definitely.
kind of a straightforward spin, I would guess.
Yeah, I would maybe start. I don't know why I was thinking Hacker. Blunt says Westbridge and Barracks, just to have Hacker instantly. But you see Giggs. I'm just gonna go with Giggs. That's the easiest way to say it.
That's the best way.
Already in and starting from Westbridge.
And TK is going for the Hacker star. It's actually what I would have pivoted to as well. If you can get it done consistently, you can get all 3 targets KO'd in the house, no problem. All Sean, Penelope, and Ezra are all KO kills.
We see TK get the sort of different KO on Sean there that you don't really see. Normally you have baseballs and throwing items.
Yeah, this time is a trank and a single subdue. Might make this a little bit more consistent. I think with the throw, you do have to be quite fast, all things considered.
Oh, absolutely.
And
especially because Sean can like go into the glass and everything, which is always really annoying.
Yeah, so that does seem to make it a little bit more consistent. Although it does cost you 1 loadout slot to bring the trank. But for this spin, you don't necessarily need your pistol slot, for example.
Definitely not. As we do see TK get Ezra down as well, and we'll soon be getting Penelope to have 3 targets KO'd within the first 2 minutes of the attempt.
Indeed, very nicely done. In the meantime, Giggs has cleared out or did the default house stuff and is clearing out the shed for the Sean isolation later, I believe. Both players are about now at the or on Giggs' end. We could see Maya is moving towards that location where she talks to the one technician, which is usually where you get her. But Giggs is not yet in the explosive specialist disguise.
Neither is TK as he's heading out to that area in the similar timing, just about 15 or so seconds different time-wise. But it looks like TK's getting her on an early leash, or just delaying her. Most likely just delaying her.
Yeah, it seems like TK is delaying her, but that makes sense because now he might have the time to quickly run over here and get that explosive specialist. I'm not sure 100% if Giggs has thought this through all the way. Now he's running over to grab the explosive specialist as well.
Yeah, it looked like he's tried to send her inside. So that he has time, as we do see TK having to run back and forth to get this off. Doesn't get or Maya over there yet. We'll need to hurry up.
Ooh, and a big whoosh from behind. Oh, one of the outside soldiers that patrol the area spotted TK there. That's very, very unlucky.
There's that stupid like wall you can see, like they can like
Yeah.
sometimes see through, sometimes not.
Giggs has the explosive specialist, but now Sean is here and Maya is leaving. So it looks like it will be a second cycle kill. Or,
And okay, I was about to say it almost looked like Giggs was going for the wrong kill for a second.
Yeah, he did have the fiber wire in his hand for a split second there. So we're very lucky for him that he remembered to put that away.
We will see TK do a similar start, but not boxing up Sean's guard this time.
I mean, it is
interesting.
A tranked body, and I guess Penelope will be the next person to find it, likely.
Oh no, I think someone did find it.
Oh.
Did not say body found?
I wasn't paying attention 100%, so maybe. Definitely a possibility. Oh yeah, he is awoken up, as we can see, but should be
woke just now as well. This could be some weird timing for Penelope as she walks by. He's
not really waking up, as it seems.
Apparently not. So this will be interesting to see what happens when he KOs Penelope here.
Yeah,
yep.
It was...
He instantly wakes up there.
Yeah. He just needed that little bit of adrenaline. Seeing one of his bosses get KO'd was just the bit he needed. So yeah, we'll see.
Wonder who saw him. Maybe the person above?
Could be one of the above persons. I think that makes the most sense here. Let's see if he's gonna leave him out again, or he's gonna stash him this time.
Looks like he's going to leave him out again. I mean, otherwise Pen's gonna see her.
But I feel like that could be fine, because she's gonna likely walk over to him because it's just a single KO'd body, and then he could but Giggs just had a...
as we see, Giggs went for Militia Cook. He never really KO that Militia Cook. Always gotta try and trank him or subdue him at the least.
Yeah, now I got spotted shooting open this door from Westbridge, so that's a big restart for Giggs. He was doing quite fine. Had Sean isolated, was working on some of his disguises.
As TK is going to box up the body now.
Good timing that worked out, and here comes Penelope. So in a second...
Loving these baseball KOs here with TK.
That was a close combat hurt, though.
And she found Sean's body, I believe.
Yeah, the door opening was just a bit enough. It said close combat hurt from somewhere, but I don't see anybody investigating just yet.
Oh, I think someone just went. The guard that is in cams, I believe, is what heard it.
Oh, that's a possibility, yeah.
Because I saw a question mark over his head. So it looked like he might have been the one to investigate. But it doesn't seem like he's on the body yet, so...
He's red guns anyways, because Penelope saw it, so at this point it's kind of hard to tell.
Exactly.
Only way we could definitely tell is if we get a picture-in-picture of a body found, but... Yeah.
As we see Giggs going for the Penelope KO as well currently. With TK dropping a weapon to hopefully delay Maya enough. It's gonna be tight. Might have enough time.
She's only now arriving at the technician. Now the technician's walking over, and they start their conversation now. And I think he should be fine, actually, if TK immediately runs over there now. And
after
interrupt
boxing up
them.
his body.
Just get in range as soon as he can to... There it is. I think that's the conversation just started. Yep. Penelope is talking, so... Provided that
Does the
he can...
conversation depend on if you're there or not?
Ooh, but she's leaving. I think it does, or at least it only starts when you
Oh,
go
he doesn't get her
here.
first throw. And
Banana.
and does get the mechanic. He gets the mechanic as well. Lured with that baseball.
But yeah, that is Maya leaving, and here TK is just given up on Maya now. Gonna likely get her second cycle or something, and rather work on some of these other kills first.
As we see Giggs having unfortunate vault prompts.
And he's approaching the same issue now. Let's see if he can get Maya consistently over here. That is a question mark. And that is Maya moving.
Yes. As we see TK going for Militia Cook now. Oh, that's gonna be, yes, Giggs did get it in time. And we will have our first kill here.
And there it is. Fiber wire explosive specialist. But he gets in combat.
Oh,
one of the...
That's a crazy view.
Yeah, one of the soldiers at the slurry pit, I think, saw that. He was just like inside the door while he did the fiber wire.
And he might have pulled her out a little bit just to... what is their like view cone there? Because I feel like they normally don't see anything that happened in that area.
That was very weird for sure. So yeah, big restart for Giggs. Now giving the advantage to TK, who now has to deal with this pissing soldier first before the cook can be...
It's always annoying when you forget about him and then you're actively trying to get the cook and he arrives just in time to spoil the fun.
Especially when your timing's like not great. That can really be annoying. Yeah, it's a weapon left there, so he'll walk closer to the box. And TK seems fine with this. Seems like nobody saw it just yet. So yeah, he's considering the second cycle Maya. I don't think he knows the timing off the top of his head. So he might just...
What is the timing? What is it, like, is it 6:15?
Could be, but I believe it might even be later than that.
That's what I'm thinking. That seems too early. She hasn't walked to the other part of the front part of the table yet, I think. Or I don't know if it's exactly, but
yeah,
she walks around there way too much.
It definitely does. And I think TK is just not 100% sure about the cycles here and don't want to miss second cycle now.
Especially because TK has all three other targets KO'd. Just needs to get Maya and then just work on disguises and items.
And I mean, he has most of the disguises ready as well. He just KO'd the cook. He left his hacker disguise in the house, I believe, and the Spec Ops is almost free, of course. Don't want to jinx anything. There is options to rip there, but they are quite minimal.
Has TK gotten his Spec Ops?
Not yet, I think.
Okay, I think one of them tried it at one point, and I can't remember which one tried it.
I think Giggs was in there to grab the free... Wait, that was a technician. I thought he grabbed something in there. There's a free technician in there, but I'm not sure why he did that. But here comes Maya for both of the players, actually, just different cycles.
Yep. We should see TK get... Or not TK, we should see both players hopefully get their kills here. To have the first successfully non-red kills. As we see Giggs repeatedly get her in there, just to be certain.
She's fully inside.
To close the door for safety.
And that's kill done for Giggs. TK, as if he knew that is a little bit risky with the standing half outside.
Like you're gonna try. He wants to close the door, but she's not far enough in.
Oh, but she walks out the other way, so she did walk in. What? That was a crazy view cone though there.
Oh, how in the that vehicle is genuinely crazy. He fully saw her through the wall there.
Yeah, like, or like a pixel of 47 as he like glitched through the wall a little bit, maybe with the angled 5-wire animation. But yeah, that's a
Yeah.
really unfortunate restart for a TK. On
Also,
the
I
other,
think kind of originally I thought TK had a little bit of a lucky fiber wire because it almost looked like he hit it from the side.
yeah, he could have waited a little bit more and it would have been safe. Unfortunately, this time that was not the case. But
See
yeah,
Giggs dropping off his shotgun,
all eyes
and
on
now does
Giggs.
have 3 targets KO'd. Is heading back to the house in his explosive specialist. He'll need to get his hacker disguise, which I'm assuming he'll bring back later or like after. I guess he doesn't have any, unless he has a disguise here.
It looks like Giggs is going for the hacker right away now.
Interestingly, going for it in a illegal disguise in the house
And gets
though,
caught
and gets
trespassing.
found.
That is,
I was, yeah,
yeah.
I was like, why are you going with? You had disguises that were safe as well.
Yeah,
I
and like
wasn't
he could have
entirely
saved
sure why.
himself a little bit of time by just, I don't know, getting spec ops on the way in. So you could get the Penelope kill down immediately. He'd had everything he needed, just that this guy's change, or this guy's choice was a little bit off.
Yeah, both players had sort of an unfortunate draw, with TK having to play Scruffy and Giggs playing a Yanini. So two very accomplished players there. But both players had to face in round one.
Yeah, I mean, that's certainly not an easy matchup for either of them. But yeah, this
TK was
Colorado.
able to take a point, Scruffy, but I believe it was a timeout point.
I remember that. I think I casted that match as well. There was a timeout draw. Not 100% which map it
Was
was
it
anymore, actually.
Chongqing or Bangkok?
I think it was Bangkok, but I can't quite remember what it
That
was anymore.
sounds right. I wasn't able to watch the match, but that sounds right.
But yeah, this Colorado is not treating these players nicely. We're
No, not at
over.
all. Especially the Penelope or the Maya kill.
Yeah, especially that 13. No, 17 minutes into the spin. 13 minutes remaining. And I mean, these runs will take like solid 6-7 minutes likely to fully
Oh,
finish them.
absolutely.
So
Especially with TK, like if TK misses Maya, it's a long wait. And does miss Maya again.
yeah, so these players don't have all the time in the world anymore.
No, both players were on, or TK was definitely on 6 minute, over 6 minute run. What did miss Maya timing, but is missing Maya timing again. So we'll be on that at least 6 minute run timer here. With Giggs waiting for Sean in the hut, that's at least what 4:25. No, that's not right. What is Sean hut garage timing? Not garage.
Yeah, sadly I don't know these timings off the top of my head. Not that
I
experienced of a
I know
Colorado
like I
player.
know like I know like them in like sort of closely.
We also see a little bit of an adaptation from TK. He's not waiting for second cycle Maya immediately. Seems to be going to the house to get at least one of the kills in the meantime.
Dude, 3:30 to 4:50 is the shed timing.
That's
It's
nice.
like sort of close. It's in. I had a time while he was in the shed, so I feel like that counts.
Yeah, I mean that's fair.
Giggs does get a clean kill though, which is good. As we see TK completely ignoring Maya while he's waiting for a second cycle to happen.
Yeah, I mean, he did realize last time that it took a solid, like, I don't know. It's not before like 6 minutes that she runs out again.
Exactly.
So he's just using this due time to. I mean, maybe he's just gonna get some disguises over here and just put the cook right there, or he could even already get the
I
kill.
mean, I feel like he should just go for the kill here. Oh, he needs to take out cameras. But why not bring the cook down here and
Yeah, I think he's just afraid to lose the timing, and he gets a body found. One of the guards
oh
came down the
gets
stairs.
oh wow. As we see Giggs get a frontal on Sean, but no lockdown, so is fine there. And that puts TK in a kind of a rut. He has realistically one chance left. With 10 minutes left, he would need to rip within the first few minutes here to really um, get one last chance.
Yeah, it's only gonna be rough. Also, Giggs currently,
Having the
yeah,
yeah, as TK does have the body found, the guard's body found again. By I'm assuming someone upstairs is just gonna ignore that and use his trank here.
ooh, but that's a lockdown on Ezra, and everybody immediately went into that, and yeah, that's a restart. But it's the early
Yeah,
restart we talked about, so this is still fine for TK.
exactly. As we see Giggs going for the cook here, has all targets KO'd now. Uh, I don't KO while you're next to him. Does should be good there. As we see an instant restart here from TK while subduing Sean.
Possibly didn't quite work out for him.
You see Giggs now looking to, I'm assuming, grabbing a screwdriver here. I think Sean's foot might have been outside or something, and that's why he
Yeah,
instantly restarted.
probably got spotted from the outside guards. But yeah, for Giggs, it's only about running around, grabbing items, and grabbing the kills now. He does have Militia Cook and a Screwdriver. I'm not sure if he
We'll
picked up the
need
Cleaver
that.
yet, but
Yeah, I wasn't able to see. We'll need that hacker disguise as well. Hopefully he has a better
that is true.
time getting it than he did last time.
Ooh, and another lockdown
Oh,
on
and we see
TK's
TK
end.
get another lockdown.
No immediate restart from him,
Interesting.
but
Maybe he's gonna see if they don't come down here, but it would impact Penelope as well.
I mean, so
He's just
far
gonna.
there's no guards around, but I don't think he can pull
Oh,
that. Nobody
he's
saw
gonna go
that.
for it. How
Huh.
did no one see that?
That is crazy. And so
They
far,
have to
nobody
come
going
down
to the
here though.
basement.
Do they not come down there? When the
Apparently not. At least not
not
yet.
yet. As Giggs does get a hacker disguise, I didn't see where he got said hacker disguise, but did also get the Ezra kill. So we'll head out to kill Sean, and then just need to get malicious spec ops and maybe the cleaver. But hacker's not a great disguise to get the cleaver with.
There are some
I want to say.
technicians. Yeah, there are some technicians in Sean's shed though.
Oh, very
So
true.
that's likely what he'll gonna grab the cleaver in. At
Both
least I
players
hope
though pretty
so.
much on their last attempts here, as we see, and will change into a technician here.
Very smart. Giggs only needing one kill. Target KO'd. The item's not far away.
Has not got the cleaver, so we'll grab the cleaver now, and just needs spec ops, which can provide trouble because you have these two right here, especially the timing that is at. But he has 6 minutes left, so he's gonna go speed because you got it. You have no idea where your opponent is. Um,
Very
just needs to make sure
fair.
that he goes in the right way. And looks like he does so, so he should be good to kick him out here.
Indeed. Oh yeah, he does need
And we'll
spec
just
ops
need...
and not the point man. And yeah, that's looking very good for Giggs here.
Yeah, I just need to safely get back into the house. And should have this spin done.
Ooh, TK though
And we
on the
do
other
see
side,
TK...
getting first cycle Maya,
Yeah.
very nicely done.
The first time, I think, during this match as well.
Yeah, I think first time getting it done does it, but sadly a little bit too late as we just saw Giggs getting the final kill and it's just gonna run for the exit. Just not
Yep,
far
checking to make
away.
sure. Make sure not to get seen by anything. Already has cams done as well, and finishes with what will be a PB, as this is his first time finishing Colorado.
Indeed, very nicely done. 24-44. Almost at the end, but Giggs managed to pick up first 2 points.
As we head to Sapienza next.
Indeed. Giggs was able to take his opponent's map pick. Colorado was picked by TK. So that certainly gives you at least a little bit of an edge, knowing that on this map you could say he has the home field advantage. Having it picked himself, it's always something, okay.
Yeah, but then you look at the
he feels
stats.
more comfortable on it. That's true.
So the stats don't always tell the whole story.
Absolutely. But yeah. Sapienza next. Giggs not a 1 here either. 0-2, but TK on a 6-6 with perfect 50% win rate.
Giggs is also going for his first ever win as well. Yet to win a match. Played our 8 PC, 9 PC, and then 11, but has yet to confirm a match win.
Indeed. But he was close in the past. See some
Absolutely
4s in there, so certainly.
Yeah, did take early leads as well. Had a Colorado draw, which almost happened here, but we do await Giggs' possibly first win.
Could be. In this Swiss stage, every win is ever so more important, especially in the following rounds. These players already 1 loss down, and after 6 rounds, we'll take the players with the most wins or the most points, put them into the elimination stage. So yeah, if you're dropping early rounds a lot, it could really impact your ability to advance.
Absolutely. Yeah, are you competing in this, Curry?
I am indeed. I'm currently on half a point, I believe, after my tie against Afro earlier today.
Very nice. That's half a point more than I have currently.
That is very fair. But
I'm yet to play my second match against Alex Hiller. I honestly had a chance to beat Joker, but just did not play the best.
Yeah, I mean I feel like that happens a lot in these early matches. Players not quite ready yet, quite into the competition anymore. But we do have our second spin Sapienza arriving, and it's going to be Silvio Caruso. No target pacification, neck snap as the biolab security, and Francesca DeSantis falling object as a bodyguard.
Interesting. So pretty much, I mean, starting lab, we see here instant thought from TK. You would assume you want to work on Silvio but also triple shot the bodyguard up, so you don't have to deal with any of that.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, hopefully they know about the bodyguard triple shot that makes this spin a lot easier. Otherwise, getting that bodyguard disguise.
I don't even know how to get the bodyguard elsewise.
I would have probably just like tried to seeker someone or something.
As we see Giggs starting in the mansion.
Very
Not
interesting.
entirely sure what's his reasoning here. Going downstairs? Maybe going straight for...
Does seem a little bit confused himself as to where he's going.
Yeah. Does he
And
know where the bodyguard is?
maybe he's searching for that.
Oh, but the other body. Sorry, actually, I do know the other bodyguard you can get is in the bathroom at the main square. That's where the other bodyguards are that you can get.
Oh, right. And I think TK is actually showcasing another one here next to the
Exactly,
morgue. I
in
do
the
believe
church.
that is a bodyguard. And so only an easy one to
Yeah.
grab.
So multiple ways of getting bodyguards. As we see Giggs pre-planning here, or replanning here with a start at the harbor.
Yeah, I think there are more. Actually, there are more bodyguards than we just listed. There might be some actually out here as well near the harbor. Maybe
Yeah, I
that's what
believe
he's going for.
so. There's two that are like TK is about to run by, but needs to make sure not to get seen by them.
It makes a very wide path around them.
Giggs is now in a similar area and is maybe just gonna medic these bodyguards here. Oh no.
There's also the two up here. Maybe those are the ones he's going
Yeah,
for.
these are the ones that you would normally triple shot to come up. But it's just the ones that he's heading towards. Or he's just gonna try and trank one of them.
That's what it kind of looks like.
Maybe.
He has a calmer. That did hit. Maybe this actually works.
Get it?
Very nice.
Oh wow, it does cleanly get that. That's a pretty nice grab actually.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if you disregard the triple shot,
Oh, absolutely.
I
Which I think with this spin, the triple shot makes your life so much easier.
Oh, absolutely. But yeah, if you're unfamiliar with that or something, this is certainly a good alternative.
Yeah, showcasing all the different alternatives from, like, just maybe you don't know one way, you can always do it a different way.
Absolutely.
That's roulette for you.
Absolutely. TK arriving nicely at the timing for Francesca. There's going to be a little bit of dragging involved, getting her to a falling object. But that one guard in her room is going to turn around in a second. And it's going to be two quick KOs. And Giggs gets spotted by a guard trying to enter the mansion. And is actually replanning again.
Maybe he doesn't want to run the distance to where he got the guards.
Possibly. Ooh, TK realizes.
TK now going. He doesn't have something to shoot it, does he?
Not that he does not. I mean, he could actually go for just a loud pistol and run away. It probably would work, but that is a body spotted. Somebody found her on the stairs.
That's what you got to be quick because the guards that go past will see it.
Yeah, he did almost get spotted dragging her there. He did have a little bit of whoosh down from below. But yeah, that's a restart.
It does look like Giggs is going for the same bodyguard grab that he did last time. It is different though because he doesn't have the same timing, but it looks like he might actually catch the timing even better.
Oh, his Seeker missed though. Trank missed. So it's another restart. Apparently he does want that second Trank for someone else.
Maybe for Silvio's guards?
Possibly. I mean, it's always
helpful.
Nice to
have it.
Yeah.
Have a Trank so you can at least survive one of the guards looking over and being like, huh, he's knocked out.
Indeed. I could see somebody actually attempting a lockdown on Sylvia, as we see GiggsRH actually trying an even quicker bodyguard grab, just tranking him right where he stands, and it does work. Very nicely done.
Yeah.
As TK gets spotted buying Enforcer. Both players so far sticking to their strat. I mean, it did work out for them so far, mostly.
Exactly. The shot in the kitchen, it's not required, but why do I feel like everybody does it?
I think it's just a little bit safer. Depending on the time, and it can be required, I think, to turn some of the guards, and it's just...
Oh.
Yeah. I think there's like almost no downside to it. You don't really get spotted doing that, because none of the NPCs really look at you, and just turning them away, I guess, is kind of nice.
Yeah. As we do have Gig coming right up to Francesca, right as she's in the lab, or not in the lab, in her room.
Ooh, and...
Oh, is going for her early Franny.
This is gonna be troubles. There's the guard coming.
Yeah, and he's also guiding her into the bathroom.
This could be fine.
But needs to KO the other guard before the first one gets picked up, because they will look into this. They will look in this bathroom for her, I believe.
Doesn't get the lock on. And he wasn't spotted quite yet, but
be a restart.
That's a restart from Giggs.
As we see, TK loud shot to sneak through here. Does have his pistol now from when he got his bodyguard, so we made sure to pick that up this time.
Also has a silenced pistol, so I'm not sure why did you choose to use the loud one. Giggs made sure
as
that...
points out. Yeah, exactly.
That guard was is not waking up anymore.
That's one thing that I feel happens a lot in the Sean quick ISO as hacker, is people hitting the guard for a second time.
Yes, those lock arms are quite close to each other, and depending on your angle, it can be difficult to hit exactly the one you want to.
I don't even know if Giggs is... if he would have been green guns with that throw.
Yeah, it would have been difficult for sure, but not impossible, I want to say. Alright, TK with attempt number 2. This time he does have a pistol. He even tranked this bodyguard, so he can just leave her there and shoot immediately, pretty much. One of the guards coming now. Oh, he just needs a quick shot off the chandelier, and that is the kill. First kill done for TK.
Done and dusted. And now we'll just need the no KO Silvio neck snap. Good lord. We'll need to make sure to be safe there. So either... I feel like you have to go into lockdown here for Silvio.
Yeah, I mean, it would certainly be the quickest. As he is kind of running towards that biolab security anyways. I mean, the slower but also safe method, which I think TK is actually going for, is just going to go down, grab the biolab security. If you really want to, you could also already place the thing for the virus. And then go back up.
Giggs is also going... Is there a chandelier in the bathroom?
I don't think so, and he's in similar troubles as previously. Still green, though.
Just finding out there's not a chandelier in there, I think.
Quite possible. He doesn't really have another choice other than this. Ooh, but the bodyguard very nicely positions behind the other one, or with his back to the door. So...
Yeah, very nice. So should be good here on that. As we do see TK also get the disguise here. As Giggs is finding the falling object live match.
Indeed. TK has already eliminated the virus. I'm not 100%, but that could prompt Silvio to come down here and basically run towards him.
Does he have the virus lure?
I do not know, actually.
As we see Giggs cleaning up bodies, needs to be careful to get Francesca. Hopefully hit her, because she's a little bit further off, but
I think he just realized
maybe,
that as well.
yeah, needs to make sure not to overshoot her, but also get her enough to where she will get died, and does get that done.
Yeah, it is. Very nicely done. So yeah, both players having the Francesca kill. Just TK is a lot further on the Silvio kill. As Giggs has already started the lure. That is interesting. So
Maybe,
he's on a timer now.
yeah, as Silvio is heading this way currently as well, so maybe going for a lockdown type thing. The issue with lockdown as well is the fact that if you KO the Biolab security, you have to get behind him to subdue next snap. And if he's running, you cannot do that.
Yeah, there's sadly nothing you can throw KO or anything. Let's actually hope that Giggs is aware of that as he's in the subdue prong. Yeah, that's not going to be valid anymore. That is a KO'd body, and Giggs is not able to finish the spin anymore. He's not aware or wasn't aware of the NT-KO. He's going to get an admin message in a second, I believe.
Yeah,
and I think it has already arrived.
Yep, as we should be seeing TK getting the admin message. That honestly could have been a little unfortunate for TK. Catching Silvio through the like, well, I don't even know what they're called, but it could have gotten aside, but should be good here to now just exit. Looks like he's gonna take the front exit, which is a choice. I guess they're similar distances. He's currently failing at turning corners, but
Giggs, I think, is not really sure how to get this anti-KO kill easily.
And will lose this map as well as we head on to map number 3 following this.
Indeed, TK has finished 30 minutes 18 seconds, tying up for a 2-for-2 score. And yeah, next map,
we're off to Marrakesh.
Very nicely done. Our first RNG map, as you said, is Marrakesh. Could be any of the 19 maps, apart from Colorado and Sapienza. Those were the 2 maps they picked. And Hokkaido and Berlin were the 2 bans of our players, so those maps will not come up in the remainder of the match.
As we see TK having nice even 6 and 6, just needs to lose 6 times to have a 6-6-6, with a personal best of exactly 8 minutes.
Indeed, and this is the first time in Marrakesh for Giggs, who's still in the Sapienza escape screen. I think he might be looking up something or typing to someone. So hope he does. Does switch over to Marrakesh in due time.
Indeed. With many matches happening, and many still to come. Actually, just very little have happened so far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 matches have been played so far. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, or 16, not including this match, still need to be played.
Indeed. We do have, I believe, all round 2 matches. Yes, all round 2 matches are scheduled by now. So that is a plus. We did see an extension of the timer. Just to make sure, to give GiggsRH enough time to actually go to the map. Not sure if they're still confused about the Sapienza or something. If not realized that the map is over yet, or if they just want a longer break, which is perfectly fine, of course.
Exactly. we do have our first player with 2 losses, being Big Machete, and multiple players in the top group with 2 wins. Joker, Crescent, Channel Joined, and Chris.
Indeed, lots of players on 1 point. Those 4 that you just
Plenty
mentioned on
and plenty
2
more
points.
able to with half of the players having no points going into round 2.
There's still a lot of
What do you think?
movement in the
Yeah,
standings
exactly.
for
We
sure.
we have about a minute until the spin comes. Yeah, I feel like you kind of have to wait until round 4 is happening to really start seeing where people are settling in.
Yeah, I mean, I think the results of round 3 are also gonna be deciding already. I was talking to Infofun
Yeah.
earlier, and we believe the drop off for the elimination stage is gonna be somewhere between 3.5, 3, 4 points as the least you need to make it through.
Yeah.
So as soon
Interesting to
as you're
see
on
how
like
the different groups, or like different levels in a sense, are get as well.
yeah, absolutely. So as soon as you like lose 3 times, it's almost already over for you. Of course, can still play on for experience, a chance to just
Absolutely.
win further matches. But
Increase your elo, of course.
that's
Just
also
in
true.
case you ever have to deal with the 5th tiebreaker, and you lose. You never want to lose on your historical elo rating.
That is true. But we have killed enough time, and Marrakesh is here. What have we got?
We have Reza Zaydan Loud Sniper Rifle Headmaster and Klaus No TKO Pistol Consulate Security.
Another
Klaus
NTKO, but yeah, this time
doesn't
it's
seem too challenging.
yeah.
Reza does seem a little bit challenging. Loud Sniper Rifle, you can't do that in the school,
I mean, I think you
I
can.
feel.
There's a couple ways to do loud kills in the school, I believe. There
I guess it
are
depends on like your angle with like the distance and stuff. I
yeah.
don't know how loud works, to be honest, but
I think the thing you need to make sure is that I think if you shoot from downstairs, yeah, shooting through the hole, for example, works because the guards will
oh,
run to the point where you shot from and not the point where the shot landed. So if you shoot from downstairs while Razor is up or upstairs, he will not be found because all the guards are gonna go run downstairs where you shot from. But yeah, we see TK going for a very fast approach here.
yeah, we'll be looking to grab console security and does get the angle wrong though on this kill, um,
Orange
and we'll
body
have to
there.
restart here.
But this is a very nice strategy. If this works out for him, that's a really fast first kill. And then Headmaster is quite an easy disguise to obtain as well. So this could be a really fast spin from TK if his strategy works out.
Yeah, is deciding not to fully lock down or fully panic the guards here. Just needs to get around the only person on the map that can recognize you're not the real janitor, but does get seen trying to open the door.
Yeah, I think that panic is required for him to be able to lockpick that door without getting spotted.
Yeah,
So
as we do see Giggs heading to the compound as well, starting bait main or default. So maybe not having it all unlocked, not entirely sure.
yeah, lots of
As we
options.
see TK go again,
But
does try or does but gets engaged there.
looks
TK not having a great time with this strat, but is committed.
yeah, his first time worked out perfectly actually. Just apart from that throw angle, but that is something that could be fixed. This time, not really. Wow, it does get around that Enforcer with very big whoosh, but I think this lockpick is gonna get spotted from behind again. Yeah, there's this one guy sitting on the bench there is always gonna spot your
Especially
your
because I think
lockpick.
he's sitting towards the bench, or he's sitting
Yeah,
in the bench towards the door.
exactly.
We see Giggs about to blow open the door and get through, and is just about in time. Should be in time to make Klaus timing. Will get. I would assume get the console. Oh, TK does not make it through that time this time, but free console security right here as well. As apparently Giggs forgot the bomb that he needed to blow open the door.
Very possible. I mean, yeah. So far, TK's strategy does look quicker if he can manage to pull it off, but so far, no luck for TK.
Giggs does have Klaus here, but will need to activate the lurk pretty quickly.
That should actually be fine. Yep.
Yeah, he does get on.
Just
And I
needs to make sure
believe
not to KO him this time.
exactly. And does not, and that's kill number 1 done for Giggs.
Very nicely done. As TK has also managed to get his start down again.
Goes in a different way this time, I believe, but needs to be careful because there's no way you have to throw. Yeah, okay, that should work. Oh wait, no, that's just Klaus.
But the body shot, I think the body shot is actually what started the lockdown.
Yeah,
was that would have been a hot headshot, that would have been fine.
We do see Giggs going into the basement to not deal with cams because cams sucks on this map.
Yes, not a lot of ways to clear them out on here.
Yeah, I had to loud pistol hit cams, which worked out really well because then everyone was panicked and I could just run out freely, but it was a little bit annoying. As we do see TK just make it past again.
Definitely does. This time the bullet distracts Klaus.
I think well, you have to get a headshot here on Klaus, because otherwise he goes like stuff gets hurt and everything.
I think that actually the lockdown this time triggered earlier when he was aiming at him. So
possibly.
He did try to bullet distract him, but I think he just sent his guard to investigate. So yeah, now big lead for Giggs, who did use the slower strategy, but so far it's worked out pretty well for him. It's just in a really bad disguise around here, the consulate security, enforced by all kinds of street guards, or street soldiers is what they're called actually. As a TK, this time getting it done nicely. Door still wide open, but that is a fine, and the first kill done finally for TK in a good attempt.
It has taken him almost 8 or 7, over 7 minutes at this point as well, so it did work, but I'm just not getting it set up well, as TK has a second person enforcing him here.
They're a little bit in panic around here. I'm not quite sure what from.
As Giggs is finding out that the constant security disguise really is not the best.
That is, yeah, it's really bad around here. There's lots of enforcers, which you do have to dodge.
Just needs to get into the building where the headmaster is as well, because otherwise it's a super easy grab. As Giggs is playing dodge with all of these guards. Is gonna go for it
Ooh.
and doesn't get through. That is very unfortunate, but should know now for this time. Um,
Yeah, I did have a Razor consulate security spin earlier as well, and I can tell you these street guard soldiers, they are really annoying. But if you're a little bit patient, you can get around them. But yeah, now big lead to TK. 2 minutes in-game time and already
Absolutely.
on the Razor kill.
Unfortunately from Giggs, who was well and truly ahead. Just if you'd picked the free janitor there or something, would have easily had a easier time getting out.
Absolutely.
As, TK still needs to get his loud sniper, but I believe he stashed it in the consulate. Or not in the consulate, sorry, in the school.
I think from looking at his minimap, he did pick the one large smuggle point in the school, the school gates or something, I think it's called, which is quite far away actually. But if it just picks up, for example, this soldier disguise, it's going to be relatively easy to get to, I believe. But also could just set up Razor
Yeah,
first.
might set up Razor. Well, do you need to keep Razor up to best do this, or
I
can
don't
you
think
KO
so.
him?
Yeah, I think you can just KO him and like put him near the hole that you climb through.
Make sure you don't shoot him and make him fall down.
Yeah, that would be bad. Ooh, TK wants to get one of these guards.
Try making sure that he can set up the shot without having to deal. Oh, getting the wrong guard. Needs to be careful here with the guards. Yep, he's in a little bit of this. The other guard's also investigating. Um,
I think
both
one
guards going to
guard.
investigate at once.
Yeah, I think one guard investigated the throw, and the other one got peekabooed.
Yeah. We do see Giggs going for this kill again on Klaus, and should get it nice and easily here. Hopefully he will change into the free janitor that's right next to him, or even back into his suit. Looks to be going for his suit. Doesn't have to worry about this one guard coming up though. Oh, don't pick janitor,
Sadly,
as he does
doesn't do
not.
so. I
As
mean,
he goes again for the constant security.
it's not something you'd imagine that the janitor is actually an easier disguise to get around in than the security,
Yeah,
but
I mean, I didn't know about janitor until someone told me straight up that, or actually, no, I think I watched people use it, and um, we do see TK heading for his smuggle here. It looks like, and the
yeah,
only place in that you can place it over here,
just pick that
and
up.
does get it.
Now it's gonna likely switch back into his the headmaster disguise. He did finally use this, or did use the guard that's out here now, and now he's back. And yeah, we'll likely set up Razor now. He might still want to get rid of one of the guards down here at the very least, as there will be plenty of guards with prying eyes on him as soon as he takes the shot.
Definitely, and also the um, body that he's KO'd needs to be worried, because I don't know if he's gotten the keys for the quick exit here. I'm assuming he has, but I don't know for certain. I don't even know where those
I
keys
don't
are actually.
think he did actually. I'm not
Those
100.
keys in the basement of the consulate?
No, I think they're in the. There's two of them. There's one on the ground floor of the consulate, and ooh, nice corner subdue from TK here. Actually, I did not think that was a way to do that. But yeah, there's one in the room right next to him, and I think there's one in the basement. I don't think he picked up either, and he's not gonna take... He's gonna take the shot from up here and try to dump the body out the window. Could work, but it's gonna be a risky move.
Is gonna get it, but Razor's body is not looking great for him right there.
Put it down. Now he just has to make his way out without any of his bodies getting spotted. Could be fine, actually. This body does look quite safe, and every other guard is gonna run upstairs now. He doesn't have the key, so he needs to run for the default exit, it seems like.
We do see Giggs coming up to get Headmaster here. But it might just be too little too late there for Giggs on map number 3.
Yeah, he did catch up nicely. His slower strat for Klaus almost paid off, because TK, especially at the start, had lots of troubles with actually getting that kill. But no, there's TK out with green guns. None of his bodies were found, and 14 minutes and 9 seconds he will exit Marrakesh.
As it does look like Giggs doesn't know the jump up spot, or possibly is trying to find it. Doesn't look like he can. Moment, but that will send them to Santa Fortuna next.
Indeed, match point for TK.
I apologize for Giggs in advance for possibly giving commentator's curse that he was going to win. We do have TK here with a 4-3-1 and a personal best of 15-12. Giggs has lost it 3 times, so looks like we could be in for a long attempt here. As we have the king of Santa Fortuna watching along as well.
Yeah, let's... I only wish for these players that it's not going to be a triple no-target KO spin. Sadly, I had to experience that earlier today. That was not fun.
I will say, as long as it's not not Jorge. What's the guy that has the house? Rico. As long as it's not Rico, it's honestly not that bad.
That is true. Sadly, it was on all 3 targets in our spin. The kills themselves if you think about, weren't too terrible, but yeah.
Jorge's a pretty, like, you just gotta get him sick, and then you do the kill at the bathroom. And Francesca, you just have to make the timing. And I've personally never killed Jorge when I haven't, like, I don't know late Jorge strats.
I mean, I think they don't differ too much, actually. You just gotta secret him when he's in the correct position or in the right area, so he goes to the good bathroom, and then you're good. I don't think it changes too much during the run.
Well, yeah, it's Rico, or sorry, not late Jorge, late Rico.
Oh yeah, I think the one I did earlier was just a hippo lure, because that is not really timing dependent. But apart from that, I wouldn't be too sure either.
And the worst is if you try and lure him into his bathroom, you get the maid that's outside.
Oh, right,
on the floor below you. And even, like, trying to lure him into either of the bathrooms when you're there is really annoying.
Yeah, let's hope.
We do have the spin here, though. It's all yours.
It is going to be feeding the hippo with Rico Delgado. Rico Delgado as a band member. Screwdriver suit for Jorge Franco, and Andrea Martinez with the Barbarizer as the barman. I think it's the first time we see feeding the hippo as a condition on Santa Fortuna.
Might be.
Yes, it is actually.
Bringing these.
Not recorded. I think it's also new, unbanned for this.
Yeah, as we trying to incorporate more story kills into Roulette, which they're good to do. Sometimes.
Yes, indeed.
Reaper pulls out kill condition, ruined a perfect ban lure.
Sure, you could.
With with Bandler, how do you kill both of them at once? Because like it's so hard to you just have to time it right, but they don't both stand underneath it at the same time, do they?
I
For the falling object.
I'm not sure. I think you can get both of them, but I'm really not sure, honestly.
There's an
It's been
achievement
a
for getting
while.
both of them, but I was trying it. I remember trying it once, and I just couldn't get them both. They don't both stand underneath it at once.
But yeah, we'll see how these players approach it.
Machete, would you go? Would you go for a Bandler with Feed the Hippo?
Sounds a little bit counterproductive. TK seems to be isolating Andrea first. Does make a lot of sense. She's a KOable kill. He does need to make sure he's not spotted by her out here. Big whooshes. And
Oh, there's no way he gets. Oh,
no corner subdue here for sure, but
yeah.
I think
He's not
on
gonna
the way
come
back.
over.
Maybe now. Unless, otherwise when she turns back, yeah, now he should be able to just KO her. Like that, and that's Andrea down. And the kill set up for whenever he feels like it. Giggs is actually going
He just
for
needs to
Hohe first.
Oh wait, that's right. Andrea is not the suit kill. It's Jorge that's the suit kill.
Exactly. So that does make sense from Giggs. Also, the screwdriver actually in that little shed where the smuggler is. I didn't know that.
The worst is, I feel like, is drowning Jorge because I have no idea which puddle, or not drowning, electrocution, trying to figure out which puddle is which.
Yeah, I wouldn't know off the top of my head either. Let's see, let's hope the secret location that Giggs chooses here puts him to the good bathroom, because I know the one where the one he's standing next to is not the good one.
Don't I want to say that's not gonna. If as long as you can get him to the good bathroom when he's in the bad path. If you have a durian.
Oh yeah, I see.
Because targets, at least from what I've experienced, it looks like he is going to the good bathroom, but targets like take longer to, or like certain people, like if you when you throw the durian, at least from my experience, it's only been targets, but sometimes like the first person that reacts takes longer to get affected by the durian, as we do see Giggs get seen tranking a person.
It's gonna be a restart for him. Putting the lead
So
firmly
if
into
you
TK's hands now.
absolutely, so if you have the durian, you just have to throw it on both the target and a guard, and the guard will react first and go to the worst place. But you also have to be careful because that switches around the good spots in a sense.
Yeah.
Where you can only throw it on the target.
Yeah, it's would work as long as like affect two people, in the correct order, of course, and everything. Then you can kind of force them to go to the good spot. But bit of a back and forth. Let's see if TK can manage to evade all the guards in the mansion.
This is another reason
here.
why Rico live kills suck, because you have to go through the. That was a choice from TK there. Already half whooshed, trying an illegal action as Giggs gets seen and will restart too.
Yeah, that is both players starting again. But also both players sticking with their strat by the looks of things. TK isolating Andrea first, Giggs going for Hohe immediately.
Yep, both players very much focusing on their strats. It'll be interesting to see how it goes for both of them. Interesting as well from TK trying to go through the house compound instead of going through the ruins. But
Yeah, that's. I feel like the runes are the much easier option there.
because you can get into the ruins, I think, pretty nicely if you shoot down uh the log that like lets you run across.
Yeah, that is kind of the key that you need. But if you have that, then as you said, it is quite doable. You do need to make sure the two guards in the tunnel don't see you kill Rico. That happened for me once.
Oh, they can see that?
Apparently they can. Was a new thing to me as well, but
Well, couldn't I guess I feel like only the first one because only one walks up, or do they both walk up back and forth?
I am not sure. I don't play enough Santa Fortuna for that, otherwise I would probably have known that.
I don't either, so I enjoy my Colorados that I don't complete.
That is very
One
fair.
day though, one day I'll complete a Colorado. I've come close
For
so many
sure.
times.
Can only imagine. TK seems to be going towards the mentioned entrance again, but is looking through the mission stories now, actually. Not sure
Yeah, is
what he was going
wasn't
for.
sure if he was focusing on one or not, because he kept scrolling back and forth constantly, and I don't know if he had a chance to really read them.
Yeah, maybe he was searching for something. Um, but yeah. Let's see if TK's mansion adventures are more fruitful this time. At least he's choosing this side to go by. I feel like even though it didn't work for him last time, this side is generally a little bit easier than the other.
I mean, it looks like he's going to try and go from the garage here, so maybe a little bit of an easier time if he can get on the lower section of this straightaway here.
Yeah, it did work out fine because now he could just wait out these two guards inside the garage. Last time he was a little bit sandwiched between them.
Yeah, exactly.
With a
So we
little
do
bit of
say
patience, he
Giggs
should be
trying to
fine.
go for the same trank he did last time. I think missed the first one
It hits the
and
second.
gets the
Nice.
second one. But I don't actually know the spots for good versus. I've seen like looked it up and everything, but
Yeah, I couldn't remember
Pro
anymore either.
looks to have not gotten the good one though. Does still have an emetic though, but I'm assuming he doesn't want to use it for this. With unfortunately missing his first shot.
Yeah. You will now have to figure something out. And it's not going to be very easy.
Absolutely not. Looks to be changing disguises. Maybe no.
Might
What
just
I'm
be
thinking is that
scouting
he's just gonna
ahead,
try and.
but
He could also try and medic again, but he does still have a medic left.
you will medic the two guards.
Ooh. I mean, that might. Ooh, I don't know about that. But then run away.
Yeah, I
Huh?
mean, he's likely
Oh,
gonna just
he
get
needs
his
his suit.
suit back. Yeah,
Yeah.
one of the guards
He
that.
needs to hurry over
Yeah,
there.
it's
But
gonna
also
be a
needs to make
tight
sure the
race.
guards. The guards need to go completely to the bathrooms as well. It looks like Jorge's almost done. couldn't tell for certain.
Yeah, Jorge is done, and one of his guards just took his place now. But
And that's why you need to be careful. But he could get the kill in the weeds here, as long as he stays down. I feel like it might get seen by someone who needs to be careful throwing this. But someone will see his body drop.
Yeah, I think he's trying to do it behind this wall.
The animal has emerged from the enclosure. He looks healthy and is acting like any other hippo.
Ooh, but these two guards are coming around here now.
They should walk past. Oh, one's gonna stay right there. And he needs to try this kill now. It's it.
But
might want to move those bodies.
Yeah,
just in case.
TK has just gone suspicious. And his red guns, I don't think... Yeah, I think TK ran away from the hippo from Rico after triggering the hippo lure. You can't really do that, sadly. You do have to very slowly follow Rico, at least for a certain period of time.
Oh, and Giggs gets unfortunate guard walking there, and honestly, I don't even know how he saw the bodies. He like snapped his head so quickly. That was genuinely a crazy catch from that guard there. Seeing inside bushes.
But yeah, restart for both players. Back to square one.
Yeah, I was looking to go towards possibly a tie. But we still have 16 minutes left.
Yeah, still plenty of time for both players to finish this. But not a ton either. As we see, I think at least Giggs was solid 5-6 minutes in game, just working on the Jorge kill. TK might have been a little bit faster, but still not close to being done just yet. So
hopefully Giggs knows the trigger now for the Seeker here, and he gets a gun flash and target lockdown.
That's unfortunate. It's happened to me as well. And also TK is replanning, actually. Reconsidering parts of his loadout.
And I think Giggs wants to try and get that good toilet timing, because that will save him a whole lot of stress and time.
Yeah, I mean,
So they gotta start suit. I feel like more maps should have more suit starting locations.
That is true. Could add another couple here and there. I feel like
because what?
SF actually has the most. Actually, Santa Fortuna might have one of the most. Actually, I think isn't there like 3 starting locations for suit?
There's default, shaman,
and I thought there was one in the center of the town somewhere. Although I might be wrong on that actually. Oh, bar is another suit start. Yeah, that's I think what I was going for.
Santa Fortuna might actually have the most, because thinking about it, I'm not sure any others have more than 2.
Hostile
and actually it has 4.
Yeah,
because you can stand up. Does Mumbai have suit starts?
Oh yeah, Mumbai does have a couple as well. You got like default, you got the Charles, and a lot more that I can't remember anymore, but that's at least 2.
You have Guppy says you have 6 minimum. You got Sky or Skywalk,
Oh, right, Skywalk, another one. That's true.
Falls. Um, what else do you have?
Trying to look them up right now, actually. Let me see. Starting.
I mean, let's see.
Oh, the train is another starting location. Apparently, that's not really one that's used. Boat.
Oh, boat. Hey,
Yeah.
do people ever start boat?
I don't think so. Yeah, that's just a couple that are not really used. You got the default, of course. Taxi is another one. Interestingly. And then you got Charles, you got the Skywalk. That's not a suit start. Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah,
So I think
Main Street default, then train, boat, Skywalk, taxi, Charles. Yeah, that is a lot.
that is a lot indeed. Chat's pointing out that Sapienza also has a lot, which is true. But
Oh yeah, you're right. Sapienza does have a lot. But you have the default church slash whatever, I don't know what it's technically called. Boat. Up tower up at the top.
yeah.
That's 4. I feel like there's another one though.
That's
Oh, there's the
probably-
one behind. There's the back tower that you can start
Oh,
at.
right, yeah, the ruins.
Yeah.
But anyways, let's come back to this match for a little bit. These players only have 12 minutes
Absolutely.
left.
As we
or
do see,
11 and a half.
both players still working on their same start.
The Gigs just had another restart as a TK in the band member sneaking around the mansion. He has managed to do this successfully previously, so trust him in him to do it again.
Just needs to get the lure correct this time.
Yes, no running away from Rico. He will not like that. And then TK should be good, and at least with this skill. Barber Razor, I think, has to be obtained in the mansion. Ooh, very, very long, big whoosh there for TK. The Hippo Whisperer was coming up from the Hippo enclosure, almost ripped TK there as Giggs is getting a target lockdown on Jorge again. It's another restart.
And we'll restart with 10 and a half minutes left. Looking to be like Giggs might not complete this spin, and TK might not either. With the luck they've been having.
It's gonna be really rough for sure. TK certainly still has a shot at it. I mean, I think so. Giggs as well can finish the spin in 10 minutes, I would say. But yeah, anything but a TK win would get us to map 5.
Yeah, I think also the thing about it is that it's the thing that makes it more challenging is the fact that neither player has headed towards kill number 2 yet.
Yeah, that is true. I mean, TK sort of sets stuff off because he has Andrea down. So that makes kill number 2 a lot easier. But yeah, you're absolutely right. No player has attempted 2 kills yet.
Giggs is the only one that's gotten a kill, actually.
We've
only seen
true.
one complete kill, and then he got unfortunate with a really snappy bodyguard on the viewing angle.
Is TK waiting for, or is TK using the live Hippo Whisperer to fetch Rico for him?
You do that?
I think you can. It's been a while, but I thought I heard someone say that you can do that because I think he has thrown the bone in, and the Hippo Whisperer, who was away just now, is walking out on the upper level again.
According to Machete, you can. Giggs did miss his Seeker on Jorge, but is going to use his Emetic Grenade perfectly. Yeah, according to Machete, you can. I guess it makes sense that you can. It just doesn't. Oh, as Giggs does try quite a hefty push across, and it is looking like he will only have a few more chances left, if even that. With TK hitting the 7 minute or over 7 minutes at this point, going for Rico here. And also, TK's suit is in town, which he
that is
should get
true.
if he gets Barman. If he gets Barman to, like, he would have to go Andrea Barman with the Barber Razor, and then to Jorge with his suit for the most, for the easiest pathing, I would think, because otherwise it's just a back and forth that would take up so much time.
Yeah, absolutely. I think do want to do, or TK wants to do Jorge last, but yeah, with TK being 8 minutes in game and 7.5 minutes on the clock, another rip from TK means he will not be able to finish this spin.
Does the Hippo Whisperer go away here?
I think Rico just ordered him to leave. It does seem to do so.
Yes, indeed.
So as long as this is not spotted, I've not seen this animation in a while. Actually, there's even a cutscene for it.
Oh yeah, all the story mission kills have cutscenes, I think.
That is a bloody kill, but it's a green against kill for TK. It really needs to hurry up now in order to finish this spin at all.
Absolutely, and we'll need to quickly go get the Barber Razor before heading to Andrea, or before heading to Barman, then Andrea.
Yeah, 6 minutes. It's
Luckily,
definitely tight.
it does have Andrea done. So, or has Andrea KO'd, so won't need to worry about hitting Andrea timing.
And Giggs has just managed to get the Jorge kill, actually. While I wasn't watching. Finally managed to get the Seeker off, get him to the good position and everything.
The thing with fortunate for Giggs is the fact that his the Hippo kill just takes a while.
Absolutely, yeah.
As there's some discussion in chat about Machete wanting the Andrea letter fall condition to happen, even though it's apparently the same fall place.
But yeah, the discussion of unbanned banned kills is always going to be there, but
Ongoing.
Yeah, I think we have two big surveys, or a big survey twice a year at this point, with almost all conditions and everything in there.
Under 5 minutes remaining, and the thing about Giggs doesn't even have band members, so there's very small chance that he even completes this. He might try and KO Rico, but it's the back and forth might limit him.
Yeah, I don't see Giggs finishing anymore, sadly.
Unfortunate, as we do have TK going for Barman here. TK has not touched Jorge, so no idea where Jorge's going to be at with probably 13 to 14 minutes into a spin.
Yeah, but I don't want to discard TK just yet. He could still be finishing this if he can get a really fast Jorge kill.
Needs to make sure to take out Cams while killing Andrea as well.
That is true, but he's likely going to do both of those within the next minute. And his suit is right around the corner here. Can quickly grab that and bin it over to the coca fields.
His dynasty says gonna get a little complicated by like 10 seconds left. Yeah, it's gonna be. It's gonna have to. TK's gonna have to hurry, and is gonna need to have Jorge on some good cycles, as Giggs does end his attempts at Santa Fortuna after the Hippo Whisperer sees him commit an act, as we do see TK complete it. Hopefully they shouldn't check outside, but that lady there is just a little annoying, but TK does need to get back into this room and will not try and illegally open it, which I think is the smart move, so he doesn't have to deal with that.
I just realized that this door is now open, that he went through from the inside. So that's
he opened earlier, so he didn't actually have to worry about it.
That's 2.5 minutes, but he still has a long way to walk or jog in 47's case.
Yeah, and he still needs to take out Jorge. I don't even know if he has a screwdriver, which there is a screwdriver close to Jorge, but another thing he needs to think about, as we do get to watch Giggs commit the hippo kill, it looks like.
Yeah, even though it's red guns and everything at this point. 2 minutes restart doesn't matter anymore. Giggs can for sure get that kill done.
Might as well work on the kill, getting the achievements if he hasn't already.
Indeed. And yeah, these next 2 minutes are gonna decide whether we see map 5 or not. Because in case of a tie,
TK's really making us work for it, looks like. And pauses are not good for him right now.
I would say this is not what we want to see. A long pause here. He might be checking screwdriver locations.
I think that has to be what he is, because otherwise there's no real reason to be pausing like this. With just over a minute left, we're
not checking the map as well.
There's a screwdriver in his compound.
I think that is it. A minute left. I don't think TK can finish this anymore.
As he's looking at Rico's compound for the screwdriver as well, so that looks like might be over.
Yeah,
but he's going to go. Yeah. As we do see Giggs maybe gonna drag Rico in, because Rico wasn't wanting to walk down the stairs.
Indeed.
With very limited time left, does not look like TK will be able to finish.
Likely not. And I mean, actually, if he didn't have like a minute pause there or something, looking at everything that's happening, if he's just immediate seeker for Jorge, that would have maybe worked out. But now he just gets spotted anyways. That is exiting.
We head on to map number 5, and Giggs is unable to win now, which partially could have been my fault, but we're not going to say that. And as we head to Dartmoor next, so who knows if we're going to see a quick finish or a very long one.
Yeah, I mean, I do certainly hope that this will not be a 30-minute Dartmoor again, but yeah, second Santa Fortuna draw at the very least we've seen today. Not sure if there's been more. More. But...
We'll be getting suit consume poison.
I mean, it's another thing where just if you know it, you know it.
Yeah, I mean the only thing with suit consumed is you can't even sit next to the exit either. You can sit next to a exit, not the car exit at least.
Yeah, Lots of options, but looking at TK's personal best and his lifetime performance does make me hopeful. 2 minutes 53. Comparing that to the map record is quite slow. 1 minute 23 held by Fanium and Joker. So far, Giggs has only played once, lost that time, but his planning also seems promising though for both players.
Absolutely. Both players getting ready for the match with some pretty standard pre-plans. Giggs leaving his briefcase smuggle open in case he needs a weapon or anything. As we shall be seeing the spin very shortly. And is it my turn or your turn?
I think it's yours again. Feel free to take it.
As we see Alexa Carlisle Electrocution Mansion Guard. So pretty quick.
Pretty quick indeed. Not the fast forward one you want to do though, I believe. Or
As
I mean, yes, you could actually still go fast forward with this. Maybe you want to. Actually.
Yeah, you just need an item to electrocute her with. I feel like is what you need here, and put it in the bathroom. Yep. As we see Giggs loading in now, with TK getting a little bit of a head start.
Indeed, yeah, they are. Or TK, both players I think are going for fast forward start. Does work. Detective would have been the alternative, I believe.
As we see Giggs get a long range Calmer shot there, like very long range, and changes back into his suit. What are you doing there, Giggs? You gotta go.
Changing back and forth.
As we see TK getting ready to... Oh, this is gonna be interesting, because she's not gonna go to that bathroom, I want to... As we see Giggs restart here, as Alexa's gonna go upstairs, I want to say. Maybe, I don't actually know where this...
I would have guessed she comes. Yeah, she's gonna come this direction. Now there's a bathroom right behind TK.
It's like the next bathroom is, but it's not gonna be the regular bathroom.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little bit troublesome for TK, I believe.
Absolutely.
Ooh, and he did peekaboo the bodyguard. Smite would arc actually better than TK imagined. Corner subdue might work. I'm not sure how that works with the panic. Once you trank, actually you have to. Ooh, but
get seen.
That is a restart. Both players get seen almost simultaneously.
Oh, yeah. Very unfortunate there.
Ooh, that is a very, very long range trank from Giggs there. I just saw that. That is very nicely done.
Yeah, it's honestly very impressive.
Both
players pretty much neck and neck in this point.
Yeah, third time Electrocution Mansion Guard has already come up on Dartmoor. This exact spin was both played in RR10 and in RR4, our very first Hitman 3 tournament. Last time it was played, the best time it was 2 minutes. 2.5 minutes.
Is electrocution a part of the world record spin?
I don't think so, but maybe. One second, let me quickly check that. World record spin. Oh, it was Electrocution as private investigator. So an even faster one, as you don't really need the disguise for it.
We do see Giggs here getting the kill, or about to get the kill here. Just needs to get the water running and get Alexa underneath it.
Yeah, very promising progress from Giggs. It's going to be an
It needs to
investigation. He
hurry
needs to,
because
yeah.
needs pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, drop, pick it up, drop, pick it up, drop. Oh, and get seen.
That is not
We
what he
do
needs
see-
right there.
TK getting the kill ready to go here.
And somebody outside heard that on TK's end. That's the kill from TK, but he still
Get the
needs
kill.
the tokens.
He still needs Alexa's token too, but that one's more of an easier one to get after she died.
I apologize to all my fans, all the people supporting me on this journey.
Let's see, that's the token. Exit open, assuming he now grabs this key. Yeah, there's these two guards here now. That can be a little bit of a trouble sometimes. You can just sneak around and do the exit prompt even while that guard is there. He's gonna turn him around with a gun click, I believe, and TK is out 5 minutes 11. And I believe
And that
Giggs,
should give him the win.
yeah, Giggs has no
Unfortunate to
real
Giggs
time
there.
to catch up.
Having the kill basically completed, just wasn't able, didn't have the electrocution device ready to drop at that moment.
Absolutely, and TK will take this match 7-3. Very, very nicely done. Giggs still shot some great attempts across
Absolutely.
all the other maps, but in the end, TK is gonna be the one taking it. Which means if we look at the brackets real quick, I'm not sure if they have updated yet. Seems like they have. TK currently in 27th position on 1 point, while Giggs is going to be continuing on 0 points going into round 3. But nothing lost for either player yet. Both players still have the options to advance
Absolutely. Still
if they
Still
start
plenty of time
winning.
left with 6, 5, 4, 3, 4 matches left to play.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Do have some more matches upcoming. This was the last match for tonight. Next match is going to be tomorrow or today, depending on where you are in the world. Quatility versus Scruffy on Santa Fortuna and New York. Certainly going to be a banger match in just over 12 hours from now. So that's going to be like 2 p.m. Central European time, I believe. And then we got more matches at 16, 17, 21, 22, 23
Like that.
tomorrow.
Wonderful matches.
Absolutely. Casts are only for one match yet, but we will we'll find casters in the meantime. No problem.
Absolutely.
And yeah, I guess at this point, all I've left to say is to thank you all very, very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the cast. Thanks to Deadly Muffin Man for co-casting this one.
Always a pleasure. And thanks to our lovely admin, I believe it was Dane?
Yes, Dano was our admin.
Yeah,
Thanks
Dane
a lot
was
for
a
that.
wonderful admin.
And yeah, thanks all of you for watching. I hope to see you soon in another Ruler Rivals cast. Thank you and goodbye.
Adios.